All right, my friends, it's back to you here on the Morning Brew. I'm Larry Ahrens along with Amber Hendren. And education of our young children, I think, is one of the most important things that we do.
Absolutely.
As parents and adults and as a society. And we have some people here who are engaged in that effort every day. Baji Rankin is with us today, Executive Director of the New Mexico Association for the Education of Young Children. Thank you for coming today, Baji.
You are welcome.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for this opportunity. And as Executive Director of New Mexico Association for the Education of Young Children, I also participate in a lot of other efforts in the state, including, importantly, the Wonder of Learning. The New Mexico Wonder of Learning Collaborative is how welcoming the Wonder of Learning exhibit.
Okay.
It's an exhibit of children's creativity and learning from the city of Reggio Emilia, Italy. And that city has, over the course of 50 years, put its children first. And you see this exhibit that shows the amazing creativity of children coming out of their view of all children as competent. And so it is an exhibit of children's creativity. It's also a catalyst for community discussion, for I wonder what we can do in New Mexico to put our children first. And so it's relevant to policymakers, to parents, to teachers, to really everybody who's interested in children, which is most everybody.
Well, it should be. It should be.
And you're so dynamic. Isn't it great to have her back?
Yeah. Yeah.
And this exhibit is about to happen.
It is.
Next week.
It's opening on June 19th, and it will be here in New Mexico for 6 months, almost 6 months. It closes November 30th, and it's at the Museum of Natural History and Science, which is, they're a wonderful partner. It's a great space for this exhibit. The exhibit is free, so you can go and get in to see the exhibit. If you want to see the other parts of the museum, you're asked to pay the normal fee, but the exhibit is free. And we welcome everybody to come to this exhibit and to see what can happen.
And have their mind blown.
Yes,
and be inspired.
exactly, exactly.
Would you mind introducing Emily, who's with us here today,
yes.
too? And
this is Emily Holzknecht, and it's wonderful to have Emily here. She is the lead teacher director of Rosalie's Cooperative School of Young Children, which is a school in her home. She's a family child care home educator. And she puts this philosophy from the city of Reggio Emilia into practice. And so it's great to have you here,
Emily, good to meet you.
Yes.
You do this in your house?
I do, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
How many kids attend your school?
We have 2 different programs. We have a parent-infant program where 4 babies come with their mamas. And we also have the cooperative school where we have 6 children from ages 2 to 5 years old, and parents rotate as far as who's helping out in the classroom as the second teacher.
Classroom or your living room?
Yeah.
As
yes.
the case may be. Very interesting. How long have you been doing this?
We opened in 2010, and before then I was teaching at other schools, and I really wanted to open my own Reggio-inspired program.
Is this inspiring?
What do these kids, how is your environment unique? For those of us who have never been to Reggio, Italy and aren't familiar, how is it unique and special?
Well, definitely the beauty of the environment is really important for the Reggio Emilia approach. And also making children's learning visible, that could be within the home or within the larger community, just like the Wonder of Learning exhibit. So we take a lot of photographs of the children as they're working, trying to capture their thinking through photographs and capture their ideas on paper. And then we make sure that that's up on the wall where they can see it and where we can keep thinking about the ways that the children are thinking and figure out how to take that further with them.
Talk about their parent engagement. I think that's one of the most wonderful things about Emily's home is that she engages her parents. And in New Mexico, so many children are taken care in family child care homes. So it's really neat to see what Emily has done.
Yeah, so in the Reggio Emilia approach, parents are really thought of as being really strong and capable. And so we really look at that when we bring parents into the program, so figuring out what are their strengths and what are their interests and how they can engage in the program. So they really are a second teacher in the classroom, even though they don't have the same educational background or experience that I have. They have their own background and their own experiences that they bring to the table.
I would imagine these are bright parents, though. If they've found you in the school program, I would imagine they want a lot for their kids because they themselves are exceptional people.
And I would say that every parent is exceptional, and every parent wants the best for their child.
You bet they do.
And so it's up to us as educators and teachers not only to see the competence in children, which was one of the foundational principles of Reggio, but it's also to see that competence in parents and to reach out and find and touch and support that part of parents that wants the best for their children.
And through the process of participating in the school, a lot of the parents, maybe they were a little insecure about participating before, but then they become empowered, and now they're out in the community doing great things.
Well, just like you, Baji, now we've got to do a program with you
Yes,
We do.
absolutely. That would be wonderful.
And give us techniques, you know, that's why we're here, is to give people actually something they can take away and improve their world.
Baji, thank you. Thank you, Emily. What a pleasure.
Thank you, and come to the exhibit at the Museum of Natural History and Science. So thank
Morning
you.
Brew returns again in a moment.